Hi, welcome back to OD YouTube channel. Today I'm here for a pen failure video. This is the kind of video that I don't like to make because I don't really like to make videos showing stuff that's not good, but sometimes we have to do it and I need to be true to my viewers and to what I am presenting. So, what I have here today is the Jinhao X159. The Jinhao X159 came out maybe 2 years ago. It was a really great pen. It coincided with the time that I was really not making almost any videos, so I didn't even make a review of it yet. Maybe I'll still do it, but now I will have to have this pen failure into account. It is a pen that I liked so much that I got 3 of them. These are the extra 2, the orange and the avocado green. This is a pen, just for some background, and I will be quite quick on this video, I hope. Just for some background, this is a pen that was made and people were saying this is a very inexpensive pen. For it started costing maybe 7 euros, now it's more on the 15 euros kind of price point, and many people started to say that is a copy of the Montblanc 149, and in my opinion it's not. It's quite similar in shape and size. It also has a number 8 nib. The Montblanc is a number 9, but actually I'm not sure if that's a real difference. This one is bigger and it has a kind of a different shape, but it's not the same thing because this is actually a cartridge converter pen and this one is a piston filler. So people like to say, okay, that is a Montblanc just because it has this shape. No, it's not. It's not. Actually, if you want to think about a Montblanc pen, you can go for this Wingsung 630, and yes, this one is very similar with the Montblanc 149 and it is also a piston filler. So it is a much similar pen, and this one, yes, this one can be compared with the Montblanc, but that's not it's not what we are talking about today. In my opinion, this pen is most similar with this very nice Sailor King of Pen. I am fortunate to have 2. This one is the Mandarin yellow, and yes, it's much more similar. Let me open this one now, just for fun. This one has a steel nib, this one has a 21 karat gold nib, but they are both cartridge converter pens. The construction is very similar, and there's something that I don't like to admit, that they are very similar in the outside, in the way they are created. I prefer to think that materials are much different, because between these pens there is a huge price difference. This one, when I bought it, maybe 10 euros. This one costs around 1000 euros. So you have a pen that costs 100 times more. Okay, just for comparison. By the way, I like this pen so much that I bought also at one point the Jinhao 1919, this 1919 Dadao, which is the same kind. This is the same nib, but it has a much bigger converter and it is a bigger pen, and the construction here on the top is different, as you can see. And this different construction on the top brings me to the pen failure at last, and I will not take much longer now. Pen failure. So I have the pen and I have the parts, and this was it. You can see this pen, it has the clip there and there is no separation part. In these ones there is. This part is screwed in the rest of the cap and it holds a ring, and then the ring that has the clip, as you can see here. What happened is that I was using, for some time I am writing something longer, just for record. I'm writing a a theater play, and I was using the green for, I don't remember, for dialogue, no, and this one for characters' names. I think it was the code. I don't remember now because it's been, I want to make the first draft editing, so it's now on hold. But I used them with two different colors to write that thing, and this one was just stored, and I decided to pick it up. I don't know why, and I picked it up, and when I was taking out of the case where they are, this part just broke. You can see this part screws there, and the part broke from also this top part, so it just broke. And I think it's obvious that what happened is that this piece comes here, the clip, or the other way around, maybe it's first the ring and then the clip comes on no, the clip goes there, there is a notch. Okay, it doesn't matter, but imagine it comes all like this, and this part is on top, most as you can see here. And what happened clearly was that the pressure, in my opinion, is the pressure of the metal there, because the clip, if the clip was hanging like this, it wouldn't make any pressure. If it was loose, it wouldn't make any pressure that in that part, but because the clip is in tension against the barrel here, it is also making some pressure in the opposite direction there on the cap, so this may break, and I think that's what happened. The plastic is not strong enough to hold, and I think that what happened. Just for your information, I never used this pen with the clip. The pen case has several slots, and the pen is there just in the slot, not clipped onto the slot. So it's not because there was additional pressure there, it just broke just because it was there, just because it existed, it broke. So I'm kind of disappointed. As far as I remember, it is my first problem ever with a Jinhao pen. Usually Jinhaos are very good. I had some problems with Wingsung before, and the Wingsung, I don't remember the numbers, but you can check on my videos. I think it was the 6-7 and 6-6. There was some shrinkage and breakage. So I had some problems with the plastics, never had a problem with the plastics of a Jinhao. It is the first time, so I'm not sure. I've seen one episode of these online, someone saying it broke the same way. I think it was also a black pen. Maybe the black version is more brittle than these versions, than the colored versions. I already tried to do this and see if it cracked, but it doesn't. By the way, I didn't unscrew any part and try to exchange with any other just to make some color combinations. I didn't do anything. The pen was just being used for a while, and then when I was using these two for writing the play, I was not using this one at all. It was just a side, and it broke all alone, as it happened with my first TWSBI ever. So it's kind of disappointing because it is a very inexpensive pen that I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed this. I really enjoy the size, I enjoy the price, and I enjoy it to be a cartridge filler than a piston filler like the Montblanc. And I think for me it's nicer, and I'm quite unhappy about that. Of course, this pen can be easily replaced, but I don't think I'm going to replace it now because I'm disappointed with this. By the way, this is a pen that I liked. Just as a side note, why do I have these cheap plastic Jinhao pen when I have the, let's say it, magnificent Sailor King of pen, is because many of the times when I write, I go outside to some restaurant at the open air on the street. There are some tables, and I just sit there writing, and I usually write, don't type, except on further developments of further editings of the writing. So I usually write by hand, and when you're in the street, if you drop this pen, it can be a disaster. So I prefer to use this pen at home, at work. So I take this with me, I go on public transportation with the pens, no problem with that, but I just don't like to use it outside because I'm afraid of losing it, of having it on the table and it rolling off. It's not as stable as when we're thinking about the desk here at home or the desk at work. So for the outside, I like these pens because they give me the same kind of feel, the same kind of size, and they are very nice to write with. That's my impression. Maybe I'll still make a review. I will not use these ones. I think this one will go just for some friend that wants to make some experiences with the pen. And these, I will keep these two. I'll keep writing with them, and maybe I'll review one of these just for you to see. And of course, when I review, I'll mention, maybe I'll not show this one because maybe I will not have this one anymore, but then I will make some reference to it, and you can check again this video to see what happened, just to be completely fair with you. So, kind of disappointing, but it used to be a very nice pen. So, I hope you enjoyed, I hope this is useful for you, and I hope to meet you here next time. Bye!